everyone, welcome to the channel and welcome to today's putting video where I go over the 3 parts to making a putt. And if we learn to break down these 3 parts, we can really simplify this skill that many of you struggle with. You may be able to drive the ball a long distance, outdrive your buddies, but you just have a hard time putting the ball in the hole here on the putting green. And this is something that if you want to lower your scores, because this is the most used club in your bag, if you get out and get really good at your putting and you get really confident, and that's one key with putting, you got to be confident. You got to believe the ball's going in the hole before you make that stroke. And the only way to get that is to practice it. I know it can be boring and monotonous at times, but get out here and practice on the practice putting greens. Okay, so I've marked my golf ball, lifted it, cleaned it off. The rules allow me to do that. Now it's time to start thinking about this putt. The first thing we got to do is come up onto the green with good, positive energy. Yes, here at 10 feet away from the hole, I really want to make this putt, and the likelihood of me making it and the percentages are pretty good. However, I'm going to already make a decision before I even get into my routine of being satisfied, and I'm going to be okay with myself if I get this down in 2 putts. You got to be realistic with yourself and understand this game is very difficult. Go study the PGA Tour make percentages at different distances and you will be surprised at even at the top level of the game what these percentages are as you get farther away from the hole and what they actually make. So be realistic with yourself and get up here with good energy. Now let's talk about part number 1. Part number 1 is the read. We have to be able to predict what this ball is going to do as the putter strikes it. Is it going to go to the left on us or to the right? Is it going to maybe start out to the right and then go back to the left? But we got to be able to predict kind of what this is going to do, and this is probably the most difficult part of putting because the putting green is not usually flat. You very rarely have a dead straight putt. You do at times, but there's going to be a little bend. Even though this green's pretty flat, there's going to be some break in this putt. As we get into part number 1 and the read, here's what I see a lot of people do. They just do all the reading back here. You know, if they're physically able, they'll get down and they never move past this point. But if you watch professional golf, they go and survey the entire hole. So I'll demonstrate. They'll come around, look here, they might even get up here and kind of make a practice stroke about 2/3 of the way into the putt, but they're just constantly looking and scanning. They're trying to see how the ground is laying. They get down low, they look, they walk all the way around the hole. And then one thing I like to do is straddle it and fill it with my feet. So I straddle the line and I'm trying to feel if one foot is lower than the other. Go through here. Now I can start back there, my feet seem really level. Now I can start to feel that the ground is lower on this side. As I get up here near the hole, again, the ground is lower on this side just a little bit. I can feel that in my feet. You may not be able to do that, but something to try. Get out on the practice green and try it. My daughter, who's a pretty good golfer, she is excellent at this. And you can feel the way the ground is with your feet, something to try. So now I've read the green. So what's that mean? I now have decided that if I putt this ball straight at the hole, it is going to end up left. Because again, by looking at it and then confirming it with my feet, the ground near the hole is not level, it's lean like this. Therefore, I need to aim to the right and allow that break to get the ball to go in the hole. And then you say, well, how do I know how far? Again, experience. You got to just get out and practice this. So now I'm going to put this device down and show you where I'm going to aim. I'm not going to aim at the hole. I'm going to aim to the right. Put that little tee down there. You can see by my best guess and my best feel here, I need to aim about 2 cups to the right. Again, because the ball is going to break to the left. If I aim straight at the hole, from what I feel and what I've surveyed, I'm gonna miss the putt. So now I've got an aim line. All right, so I removed my pink tee up there because we can't do that when we play golf. I use that as an illustration. But now I'm gonna take this line on my golf ball. You see right here, I order these in and they print a line on there and they even have GR Golf LLC on there. You could do that, or take a device like this that goes over your golf ball and you can, you know, line it up there, take a Sharpie and put you a nice line on there. Used these for years. Now I order them with a line on it. Either way, get you a line on your golf ball, because now I'm going to use this line to my advantage. I'm going to aim it to where in my mind that pink tee was, 2 cups to the right. So now I'm going to do that. I even like to use my putter, put over it. And then now, to finish up part 1 of the read, I'll pick my ball marker up and let's go on to part number 2. Part number 2 is speed, and the most important part. We got to have the right speed for this read. We want to get the ball to the hole, give it a chance to go in, and we don't want it to be really far away, more than a couple feet, to where our next one is very stressful. We want our next putt, if we do miss this, to be stress-free. A nice little tap in. We want to get it to the hole with proper speed, give it a chance to go in, but not have it 10 feet by. That's where 3 putts come into play. So we got to have the right speed. So what I like to do is get up here beside the ball and take 2 practice strokes. The first one I'll take, and I'll get a feel for the speed. If I feel like I need to hit it a little, to roll the ball a little harder, I'll take a longer backstroke. I'll make future videos on the different tips on these different parts down the road. But I'm going to get up here and take 2 practice strokes. Before I do that, you got to be sold out that line is aiming you where you're going to go. You have to check that off your list. We are done reading putts. You cannot get over this ball and second guess that line. All right? You got to be committed and sold out that your process, and believe in your process that you are aimed correctly. I'm not going to be over here working on my speed and thinking, oh no, that line is aimed incorrectly. Always trust yourself back here. You know, never trust yourself standing to the side. I see so many people struggle with this. Again, I've checked off the box. I've read the putt. Now I'm thinking about speed. I get up here, off the ball, give it a look, and I'm just feeling the speed here. I'm taking my time. Feel like I need to be a little bit longer. And then I get up, address the ball. Part number 3 is line. We got to get the ball started on this line that we've created with the line on our ball and our aim point over there just to the right of the hole. We got to get it started on line, and that means our stroke needs to be good. What we do to increase our chances of getting that ball to start on the line is, first of all, most of you will have a line on your putter, just like this one. See my black line? I'm going to use that and line it up with my line on my ball and square my club face up with it. I'm going to line that line right up, and then I'm going to line my body up. And then what I'm going to do is be only thinking about a spot just in front of my ball, about 3 or 4 inches of watching that ball go over it. Again, this is a checklist. We're done reading putts? Check. We've got our speed dialed in? Check. Now I get up here, I line my lines up, and then I look at a spot just in front of the ball, put my finger down, and then I'm just thinking about rolling that ball over the spot. And then whatever happens, I'm going to be satisfied with. But you cannot be second guessing yourself under these parts. You got to go through a list, read it, get the speed, and then now watch it start on your line. You got to watch it. So I'll get up here. You know, I'll get my speed here. As we go into part 3, I'll put the putter down right behind the ball. I'll line my line up, and then I'm looking at a spot about 4 inches in front of the ball. Now I'm going to look up once, and then I'm just going to look at this spot. I got to see the ball go over this spot. I got to keep my head still. And then we'll see what happens. If I make it, great. If I don't, I should be able to get it down to 2. So let's see how we do here. Okay. Doing my step number 2, speed. Now speed's done. Now I get over the ball, line my lines up, I look up the line. Now I'm just looking at a spot and roll the ball over that spot. All right, pretty good result. Now I can get up here, and I've got a great chance to get this down to 2. Okay, and I'm real happy with that result. I'm happy with that result because I got the ball to the hole and gave it a chance to go in, and it was rather stress-free there. I was only about 2 feet away where I could tap it in, get a 2-putt, and get out of here. So hopefully you've learned a lot in this sequence here, and these steps that break it down in these 3 parts. It'll really simplify putting. Get up here with a plan. Don't get up here and just stand behind the ball and just hope it goes in. Have a plan, get out and practice the plan, and get better and lower your scores. So I really hope this video has given you a plan for success when it comes to putting. Read, speed, line. You could even abbreviate in your mind RSL. Read, speed, line. 3 parts. Get up there, do your best to get the read, commit to it. Then get over, do your practice strokes off to the side of the ball or even behind the ball, that's okay. Get a feel for your speed and then be committed to that speed. Then get over the ball and be committed to your line and watch it get started on that line. So hopefully this has helped you get a plan or a checklist where you can get up there and have a plan for success. Not just get up there and just roll balls and hit balls and putts. Have a plan for success. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to check out future videos from us. Remember to smile often, have fun. God loves you. We'll see you next time.